My precious child, pause for just a moment, because something very important is happening right now. Since yesterday, heaven has been whispering your name. This is no ordinary whisper, it's your mother. She's been trying again and again to reach you. She's been watching you, calling softly in dreams, through the flicker of a candle, or that gentle wind brushing your face last night. You didn't imagine it, that was her. She spoke your name, heaven heard it, and so did I, Archangel Michael sent by God himself, to bring what you were meant to receive. If your eyes are on this message now, it means the angels finally reached you. Please don't skip past this. You've brushed off divine signs for too long, and today your mother asked with all her heart, that you stay until the very end. She has something that could bring you peace, for the rest of your life. But you must promise to listen. Before we go further, she whispered another request. Tell them to subscribe, because I will speak again, and next time it will be even more urgent. She believes in miracles. If you believe too, you'll want to hear the next message heaven sends. Do it for her, because she's still watching. Now here is what she's been trying to tell you since yesterday, something that could shift everything. You felt it, haven't you, that unsettled weight in your soul? It's not your fault. It's the ache of love left unanswered, guilt, regret, or unspoken words. But here's the miracle, she heard them all. Even when you never said them out loud, even when they were just quiet thoughts in the dark, she heard every single one. She didn't leave this earth, without love still growing in her heart. In heaven her love has only grown louder. She has been given the chance to speak to you now, through this moment. Archangel Michael says, he has cleared the skies and pushed back darkness, so your spirit could feel this light. This isn't random, it's a spiritual appointment. You were meant to see this. You keep coming back here, because your soul recognized her voice, before your mind did. And she wants you to know, I never left you. I was there in your hardest nights, when you cried yourself to sleep, and whispered, I miss you. I was right beside you. Those chills you felt, weren't just cold air, that was her presence, wrapping you like a mother's embrace. You've asked yourself countless times, if she's okay, if she's at peace, if she knows how hard you tried to make her proud. The answer is yes, a deep unshakable yes. She saw, she sees, she knows. And she wants you to stop punishing yourself, for what you didn't say or do. She says, you were my blessing in human form, you gave more than enough. She wants you to let go of the pain, because she doesn't want heaven to feel complete, while you're still hurting here. And now she has something urgent to tell you. She's warning you, someone around you is pretending to care, but their spirit carries something heavy. That uneasy feeling you get, when they smile but your heart tightens, that's not in your head. That's her protecting you. She's been sending signs, and now she's asking Archangel Michael to speak plainly. Distance yourself from anyone draining your light. You're walking into a sacred new season, and the next choices you make matter. Your next step could open something miraculous, but only if you move in the light, not in fear or guilt, but in the pure love she gave you. And here's the beautiful part, she says you're closer than ever to something you've dreamed of. A wish you made as a child is returning to you. She saw it, and whispered it to heaven herself. She's doing all she can to bring it to you, but you must keep believing. Don't stop now, not when you're so close. This is why she's speaking now, this is why Archangel Michael has stepped in. Because she's not alone in heaven. There's someone else with her, someone watching over you too. You weren't expecting them, but they've been here all along. And today, because your mother asked, they have a message meant only for you. Because heaven knew you needed to hear every single word. Your mother's voice grows softer now, not from fading away, but because what she's about to share is meant to rest deep in your heart, like a seed planted in fertile soil. She says, "You've been asking for a sign that I'm still with you, and now you will have it. But I need you to promise something. When it comes, don't explain it away. Don't call it coincidence, call it what it is, love breaking through." She steps closer in the light, her presence warm and steady, and you can almost feel her hand on your shoulder. The person standing beside her, the one you never expected to see again, nods in agreement. Their eyes are full of that unspoken understanding you've been craving. They say, "We've been working together to help you. You think you're alone in this fight, but every single day, we have been whispering strength into your soul." You feel their truth sink into you. Michael leans in, his voice powerful but calm. There is a door opening for you in the spiritual realm. If you walk through it, you will leave behind the chains that have been pulling you down for years. But hesitation is the enemy right now, doubt is the enemy. If you pause too long, the voices that have been trying to dim your light will speak louder. Your mother cuts in, and you have listened to those voices for too long. That ends now. You can feel her urgency, as if she's been waiting years for this exact moment. She reminds you of the times you stayed strong for everyone else, the times you wiped your own tears, so no one would see. She says, those moments were not unnoticed. Every tear was counted, every silent prayer was heard. The other soul steps forward again, their voice trembling with both love and conviction. You did not fail me, I left when it was my time, not because you weren't enough. In fact, you were more than enough. You were my safe place. And now I want to be yours. They show you flashes, memories you hadn't thought about in years. A shared laugh, a quiet moment of comfort. That one conversation you didn't know would be your last. Each memory carries a weight, but also a strange peace. And then you realize, this isn't just nostalgia. It's their way of reminding you that love does not die. Michael's presence intensifies, his wings stretching wide, as he speaks directly to your spirit. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. But there is a step you must take. Tonight before you sleep, write down everything you want to release, the guilt, the self-doubt, the fear, and place it under your pillow, with that letter to your mother. This act is not symbolic, it is an exchange. You release the heaviness, and heaven will replace it with peace. Your mother smiles through the light. And when you wake, she says, pay attention to the first thing you see, hear, or feel. That will be your sign, I'll make sure of it. The other soul adds, and I'll be right there with her. You're not losing us, you're gaining our presence in a new way. The room feels different now, heavier with meaning, but lighter in spirit. You sense the truth of their words, settling over you like a blanket. And then your mother says something that makes Michael's expression soften. Tell them they have my permission to be happy again. Tell them they don't have to carry the pain, like a badge of loyalty. I know they loved me, I know they miss me, but I want them to live. Those words break something open in you. The tears come, not from sorrow, but from the realization that you've been holding back from joy, afraid it would mean forgetting. She assures you, loving your life now is another way of loving me. It's how you honor both of us. Michael steps closer one last time. 9 days he repeats. Your miracle is already in motion. Don't let fear stop you from seeing it. Don't let doubt make you miss it. Stay expectant, stay open. The light begins to shift, but not in a way that feels like an ending. It's more like a door slowly closing, with the promise it will open again. Your mother's voice is the last thing you hear, before the moment fades. I am with you, always. She says, let them cry, let it all come out. Because every tear you shed becomes a seed in the garden of your healing. And I promise you, the day will come, when those seeds bloom into joy, so radiant, you will barely remember the pain that planted them. Michael now takes a step forward, his wings brushing the edges of the room in the spirit. He says, there is a reason your mother is so persistent today, it's because the window between your world and hers is thinner than usual. He calls it a mercy hour, a rare moment, when the prayers she has been sending for you can pass through unhindered. You might feel waves of emotion without reason. You might catch a scent from your childhood, the smell of her cooking, her perfume, or even the faint scent of rain, if that always reminded you of her. Don't brush it off, it's her. Your mother says, there's something you've been avoiding, an action you've known you needed to take, for months, maybe years, but fear, doubt, or guilt kept you frozen. She says, do it now, I will stand beside you when you take that step, I will remove the weight from your feet. She knows there's been a shadow hanging over your decisions, and she's ready to help you walk into the light of certainty. Michael opens the scroll again, but this time a second line of writing appears in gold. They will find the missing piece. He explains that in the coming days, you will stumble upon something, a conversation, a document, a person, that will answer a question you've been carrying for far too long. This answer will not just bring relief, it will open a door that was once locked against you. Your mother is smiling again, but this time her smile holds a knowingness, as if she already sees the moment you realize the truth. You'll understand why certain things happened the way they did, she whispers. And when that moment comes, you will forgive yourself completely. The air around you shifts. Michael warns that with great revelation comes distraction. There are forces that do not want you to receive this, he says. You may notice small irritations, a friend suddenly distant, an unexpected expense, old wounds trying to reopen. Ignore them, these are nothing but smoke, to keep you from seeing the fire of your blessing. Your mother leans in, almost touching your forehead with hers in spirit. Promise me you won't give your energy to arguments, or to proving yourself, she says. Every moment you waste defending your worth, is a moment you could spend living in it. She also tells you to write something down, before you sleep tonight, a single sentence that declares what you want, from the next chapter of your life. Place it under your pillow. When I come at 3:17 a.m., I will see it, she says. And I will carry it with me, into the courts of heaven. Michael is now lifting a key in his hand. It glows, but it's not a physical key, it's spiritual. He says, this represents access. They will open something that was locked to them, not because they forced it, but because they finally aligned with heaven's timing. This could be an opportunity, a place, a relationship, or even a part of yourself, that you thought was gone forever. Your mother grows serious now. When you find the object I told you about, the one under the bed or in the box, you must hold it and speak to me, she says. Tell me how you've been, tell me your fears, tell me your dreams. I will hear you. She wants you to know that this object will carry her energy so strongly, that you may feel an actual warmth in your hands when you touch it. That's not imagination, that's her love concentrated. Michael adds, that in the next 72 hours, you will also notice patterns repeating. Certain numbers, songs, or even phrases may appear over and over. These are markers along your path, to assure you that you're moving in the right direction. He says, do not second-guess them, they are signs. Your mother's voice softens again. You've been praying for proof, that I'm still with you, she says. And heaven decided today to give you more than proof, they are giving you a promise. And here is that promise, what is being released to you now is not temporary. It will not fade with time. It will become part of your life's foundation, something you can stand on, without fear it will be taken away. She says, you will soon feel lighter, as if a rope around your chest has finally been cut. You will breathe differently. People around you will notice the change, before you do. And some will try to ask you, what happened, why you look so alive again. She says, you don't have to explain it, just smile and keep walking. Michael concludes this moment by placing the scroll and the key into your spirit. You won't see them physically, but you'll feel the shift. It is done, he says, but then he glances at your mother with a knowing look, as if to say, you're not finished with them yet. And she nods, promising she'll be back, not just tonight at 3:17 a.m., but again whenever your spirit needs her the most. Because this isn't goodbye, this is a beginning, you didn't see coming, and it's already unfolding. There is an object that still carries her energy. It might be small, a piece of jewelry, a folded letter, a recipe card, a scarf, or even something you haven't touched in years. She says, when you find it, you'll know. You might feel an instant wave of warmth, or tears will come without warning, or the air will shift around you. That's the sign. Do not rush, do not tear your home apart in panic. She says it will reveal itself, when your spirit is ready, and when it does, hold it in your hands, close your eyes, and listen. She will speak through it. Michael leans closer now, his voice softer, as though he's protecting this part from the noise of the world. Your healing is tied to that object, he says. It holds a frequency, a vibration from the day she last touched it. That energy has been waiting to connect with you again, to fill the empty space in your heart, that no words could reach. Your mother says, You will feel like a child again for a brief moment, not in sadness, but in the safety you once knew. Let that feeling stay as long as it wants. She also shows me a scene of you walking somewhere familiar, and suddenly a scent will surround you. It might be her perfume, the smell of her cooking, the scent of fresh flowers, or even the faint smell of rain. That's her way of letting you know, she's keeping her promise to visit. You may even find feathers in unexpected places, coins where they shouldn't be, or songs playing at the exact right moment. Do not dismiss them, they are messages. Archangel Michael says there's one more thing, your mother has been trying to guide you away from a certain decision that would keep you stuck in old pain. You've been debating it quietly in your heart, unsure whether to stay or to walk away. She says, if it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. She doesn't want to see you trapped in cycles of guilt, obligation, or the fear of disappointing others. She says your joy matters more than their approval. And then she gives a promise, if you choose your peace, you will notice blessings arriving faster than you ever imagined. Relationships will heal, or be replaced with better ones. Opportunities will flow to you, without the usual struggle. Even your body will feel lighter, your sleep deeper, your days brighter. She says she has already seen the version of you that exists after this choice, and you are radiant. Michael's wings shift again, and this time they open wider, creating a circle of light around you. He says, this is the seal of protection, placed over your life tonight. No weapon formed against you will prosper. No curse spoken over you will take root. No shadow sent toward you will find a place to hide. Your mother nods, and places her hand over your heart in blessing. She whispers that the loneliness you've been feeling is not a sign you've been abandoned, it's a clearing, making room for what's coming. And what's coming is not small. She shows me a table being set, a feast prepared in your honor. This is not symbolic, she means real celebrations, real victories, real moments where your name will be spoken, with gratitude and respect. Before she steps back, she asks you to do one more thing, in the coming days, speak to her out loud. Even if no one is around, even if it feels strange, talk to her as if she's sitting beside you. She says she will answer, not always in words, but in feelings, in synchronicities, in the sudden knowing, that everything will be okay. Michael now kneels before you, not in worship, but in service, to remind you of a truth you've forgotten. Heaven does not see you as broken. You are seen as brave, as chosen, as someone who endured storms most people wouldn't survive. That is why this moment is sacred. This is why the blessing is being released now, and not a moment earlier, because now you are ready to receive, without fear of losing it again. Your mother smiles one last time, before fading into the light. I'll prove it to them, she says. I'll prove I'm still here. And then in a voice that shakes the very air, she adds. Tell them to watch the next 7 days. Tell them I'll show them signs, so clear, they won't have to question. Michael closes the vision with a final reminder. You are not imagining this, you are not making it up, you are loved beyond measure, guarded beyond sight, and guided beyond understanding. Tonight begins the shift your soul has been waiting for. Tell them I never truly left, every sunrise you've seen since I've been gone, I've been in the light that touched your face. Every night you've cried into your pillow, I was the quiet in the room, brushing my hand through your hair. Every victory, no matter how small, you thought you were alone, but I was clapping the loudest in heaven. You think of me as gone, but love like mine doesn't vanish. It moves through your veins, it wraps around your dreams, it whispers to your spirit, when the world gets too heavy. Her voice lingers, almost trembling with emotion now, and you realize this is more than a goodbye, it's a vow. Archangel Michael's eyes soften as he listens, his wings folding close, as if protecting the moment. She continues, there will be days ahead, when you'll question your strength again. You'll wonder if you can keep going. And when that moment comes, remember this, if I believed you could survive losing me, then I believe you can survive anything. You are far stronger than you have ever allowed yourself to believe. She pauses, letting the truth of her words settle into you. The air feels thick, holy somehow, and Michael's voice joins hers now, like two melodies blending into one unshakable song. The heavens have marked your name, he says, and in the weeks to come, you will see undeniable proof, that the trials you endured were not in vain. Doors will open, not just one, but several. And when they do, step through them boldly. Do not hesitate, do not shrink yourself to fit old rooms. You were made for bigger halls, brighter lights, and deeper love than you've ever known. Your mother's laughter, soft and familiar, ripples through the air. Oh, and one more thing, she says, with a playful tenderness, stop talking yourself out of joy. Stop waiting for the right moment, to wear that dress, to take that trip, to tell someone you love them. The right moment is now, live now, love now, laugh now. Don't let my memory be a reason you stay sad, let it be the reason you become unstoppable. Michael leans closer, his voice carrying the weight of prophecy. There will be a sign, clear, undeniable, within the next 6 weeks. It may be a feather in an unexpected place, a song on the radio that feels like it was written for you, or a sudden meeting that feels more like a reunion. When it happens, you'll know. And when you know, speak her name with gratitude, because that will be her breaking through the veil, just to remind you she's keeping her promise. The air shimmers, almost like the light is bending, and your chest feels both heavy and light, all at once. She speaks again, softer now, as though tucking you into the safest corner of her heart. If you could see yourself, the way I see you, you would never doubt your worth again. I see the way you fought through storms no one else knew about. I see the way you've kept loving, even when love broke you. And I see the way you've carried my memory, not as a burden, but as a torch. You are my legacy, and I am so proud of the life you are still building. Michael's hand rests gently on your shoulder. Her words are sealed in heaven, he says. They cannot be erased, they cannot be taken from you. Every time you speak them aloud, the ground beneath you strengthens, the light around you grows, and her presence deepens in your soul. Your mother's final whisper comes like a warm breeze over your skin, like the very air has leaned in to kiss your cheek. When you wake tomorrow, I'll be there. When you take your next step into the unknown, I'll be there. And when you finally arrive at the place, where your dreams and your reality meet, I'll be there, cheering, laughing, holding you close in the way only I can. You have never, and will never, walk alone. The light fades slowly, but the warmth remains, and you realize it's not an ending, it's a continuation. Her love, her faith in you, Michael's protection, the promises sealed in this moment, they follow you now, a part of every breath, every heartbeat, every tomorrow still to come. And when you feel that presence, don't second guess it. Don't let your mind dismiss it as coincidence. That is her language now, the language of signs and whispers, of perfectly timed moments, of songs playing when you need them most. She's weaving threads into your days, tiny invisible strands of love, that pull you forward, when you feel too tired to take another step. Michael wants you to understand, that these moments aren't random. They are proof. Proof that your story isn't over. Proof that heaven has heard every prayer you never spoke aloud. Proof that the universe has rearranged itself to answer a mother's request. And in this next chapter, you are going to notice them more often. You'll see the feather on the sidewalk, the butterfly that hovers just a little too long, the way the light falls in the exact place you're standing. Every time, that's her saying, I'm still here, keep going. She's also asking you to let go of the guilt you've been carrying, the I should have called more, the I wish I had said this, the I could have done that differently. She says you loved her exactly how you were meant to, and that was enough. It was always enough. She felt it, in every hug, every laugh, every shared silence. You don't need to keep replaying the what-ifs. She's replaced them with thank yous, and they echo through heaven, every time she speaks your name. And beloved soul, there's more. She's not only here to comfort you in the quiet hours, she's here to push you toward the life you were meant to live. She says you've been dimming your light, holding back your words, waiting for the right time to begin again. That time is now. She's clearing the obstacles, softening the hearts, opening the doors. All you have to do is take the first step. She'll meet you there, every time, until you realize you were never walking alone. Michael is showing me an image of her standing beside you, when you laugh again without realizing it. That's when she'll know her work is paying off, when joy doesn't feel borrowed, when it feels like it belongs to you again. And it will. You'll find yourself reaching for dreams you thought you had buried, saying yes to opportunities you almost declined, feeling the weight on your chest get lighter with each passing day. There's a reason this message feels different, heavier and lighter at the same time. It's because you're not just reading words, you're being wrapped in a presence that transcends what your eyes can see. She's closer now than she's ever been, because she doesn't have to be bound by distance or time anymore. She can be with you in every place, every moment, every heartbeat. And when the night feels too long, she wants you to remember this: the same God who reunited your souls once, will do it again. Every separation is temporary, every goodbye is only a pause. She's not counting the days, because in the space where she is, there's no such thing as too long. There is only love, and that love stretches across every lifetime, every universe, every breath you take. You'll notice that you're starting to feel a little braver. That's her lending you the courage she carried in life, and still carries now. You'll speak up when you used to stay silent. You'll choose yourself in moments when you once would have chosen sacrifice. And as you grow into this strength, you'll hear her laughter in the background, the kind of laugh that says, "That's my child, I knew you could do it." The truth is, she never left. She just changed the way she shows up. And Michael, with his sword and shield, has been guarding this space, so her love can reach you without interference, so her words can land exactly where your soul needs them most. That's why you're reading this right now. That's why your heart feels like it's swelling and breaking at the same time. This is alignment, this is love unfiltered and unbroken. From here on, every time you sense her presence, acknowledge it. Say her name, smile, or simply whisper, "I feel you." It strengthens the bridge between worlds, makes it easier for her to step through. She's not just watching over you, she's participating in your life, guiding you toward the moments that will heal and grow you. And if you ever doubt it, remember this: a mother's promise is eternal. She vowed to find you again, and she kept that vow. She's keeping it still. Every sign, every blessing, every piece of peace that finds you now, will have her fingerprints on it. And when you finally step into the life she's been preparing for you, you'll understand, nothing was lost, it was only transformed. She says, "But you didn't, you stayed." And that matters more than you know. Your mother wants you to understand, every time you chose to stay, you rewrote your story. You may think it was just another night you survived, but in Heaven's book, those nights are gold-threaded victories. She kept watch when you thought no one cared, whispering your name into the ears of angels, asking them to wrap you in the kind of safety you couldn't see, but could somehow feel. And now she's not asking you to simply keep going, she's asking you to start living, like you were meant to all along. The version of you she sees, is not weighed down by regret, not haunted by the echoes of what could have been. The version she sees, stands with shoulders squared, heart open, eyes bright, a soul that has remembered how to breathe. She says, "I know you've been afraid to hope again. Afraid that if you open your heart, it will break all, but love doesn't come without risk. And I promise you this time, hope will hold." She's sending you the right people now, the ones who will speak life into you, instead of draining it out. You will know them by the way your spirit exhales when they're near, the way conversations feel like sunlight, the way you won't have to shrink yourself to be loved. Archangel Michael is nodding, because he's already moving pieces for you. A job, a chance, a door you thought was locked forever, it's being unlocked, even as you read this. You don't have to force it. You just have to step through when it opens. Your mother says, they need to know they're already enough. Tell them they don't have to become perfect to be loved. Tell them I loved them at their messiest, their loneliest, their angriest, and I still do. She's asking you to stop punishing yourself for things you can't change. Those old wounds you keep revisiting, they don't hold the power they once did. You're allowed to walk away from that pain, to lay it down, and let it become part of the ground that grows something new. And the signs, they're not going to stop. In fact, they're going to feel almost impossible to ignore now. A song will play in a store and it will feel like it was written for you. A stranger will say something in passing that answers a question you haven't told anyone. You'll look at the clock and there it will be, her number, her reminder. She says, "Don't be afraid when it happens. That's me showing you I'm still here." And she will be, on quiet mornings when you sip your coffee, in the way the sunlight hits your window just right, in the moments you catch yourself laughing, and think, that sounded just like her. You may not realize it yet, but you've been healing. Slowly, quietly, in ways too small to measure at first, but it's happening. She's been guiding it. Every step forward you've taken, no matter how small, has been celebrated in heaven. Michael steps closer now, his presence like a weightless shield. He's reminding you that the battles you've faced have not been for nothing. Every tear has watered the ground for something greater. You've been in the deep dark soil, but now the season is changing, and heaven says you're about to rise. Your mother's voice softens, but it doesn't fade. "Please tell them, I never wanted them to just survive me, I wanted them to live for me." And you will. You'll go places she never could, you'll create things she dreamed for you, you'll love with a depth that carries her fingerprints. She says, "There's a moment coming soon, one where you will stand in a place, see a view, or feel a peace so overwhelming, that you will know without a doubt, she brought you there." It will be her way of saying, "Look, you made it, I told you we would." And when that moment comes, remember this, you were never broken beyond repair. You were being reshaped for something more beautiful. Heaven didn't just save you for your own sake, it saved you because your story is about to become someone else's lifeline. So lift your head, keep your eyes open. The next chapter isn't just coming, it's already begun. Your mother is still walking beside you, barefoot in the fields of your life, laughing in the wind, whispering in the quiet. And she isn't going anywhere. And do you know what else she says? "Tell them I saw the tears they didn't let anyone see. I saw the nights they couldn't sleep, the mornings they didn't want to wake up, and still they rose. I saw every time they gave, when they had nothing left, and every prayer they whispered, when no one was listening." She smiles now, and heaven leans closer as she says, "Child, I am proud of you. More than you will ever understand, on this side of eternity." God says, "I didn't let those storms destroy you, because I was teaching you how to stand in the rain, without losing your flame. I was shaping you into someone who could walk into rooms, and shift the atmosphere, just by being there." And Archangel Michael says, "The very weight you thought would break you, has become your armor. That's why your spirit still stands tall, even when your knees felt weak. Your mother's voice grows softer, but every word is wrapped in light. I know you've been questioning your worth, I know you've been wondering if you've missed your chance. But I promise you, child, nothing I prayed over you has been lost. Not one blessing, not one dream. Everything is still on the way, just as heaven planned it." She laughs lightly, almost like she can already see it, your future bright and full. "Tell them I'll be there, when they walk into the room, that feels like an answered prayer. I'll be there, when they hold what they thought they'd lost forever. I'll be there, when they finally dance, without the heaviness in their chest." Michael steps forward now, his voice steady. "Your enemies won't understand it, but they'll witness it. And your soul will finally breathe. You've been faithful in the dark, now watch what happens when heaven turns on the light." And just before she leaves, your mother whispers one last time, tell them I know about the mistake, and I love them anyway. Nothing will ever change that. Amen.